bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
Hey guys, Jason here, and welcome to my fourth Q&A video. The video where you ask the questions and I answer them. In case you're new to this channel, here's a brief explanation on how Q&As work. I would make a post in the community asking you guys to leave any questions you may have about me or my channel, and I will select 5 random questions to answer. Now, if you find yourself enjoying this video and want to see more Q&A videos like this in the future, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. I know a lot of YouTubers say this, but it really does help out. It keeps the YouTube algorithm happy, it keeps us going, it keeps me going, and I just want to thrive on this channel and try to grow as much as I can. So yeah, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more content. But without further ado, let's get on with the first question. This is my 4th Q&A video. Our first question for today is from SONICKINGO, and the question is, are there any other franchises you enjoy aside from the ones featured on your channel? So aside from Thomas, SpongeBob, and Jurassic Park / World, there are quite a few that I actually like. One franchise that I really like is the Kung Fu Panda franchise. I love how they combine comedy and action into one movie and make it work. Jack Black is really funny in this movie, and it has some of the most intimidating villains ever put on screen. Ian McShane's Tai Lung still gives me nightmares to this day. Gary Oldman's Lord Shen is by far one of my favorite villains of all time. And even J.K. Simmons does a really good job as Kai in the 3rd movie. The next franchise I actually like is one that I started recently getting into, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog. Ever since the live action movies, and especially Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I literally became a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, hence why I made the SpongeBob Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. It honestly makes me want to play the games and watch the show. That's how good the movies are. Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik is both terrifying and hilarious at the same time. Ben Schwartz is just the perfect Sonic. Idris Elba plays a very intimidating Knuckles. And Colleen O'Shaughnessy plays a surprisingly good Tails. But I would love to see any cartoons or play any video games that involve the little hedgehog, just to like it even more. Which reminds me, if you have any suggestions for any Sonic games I should play, let me know in the comments down below. Another franchise I really like is Spider-Man, my favorite superhero of all time. My favorite movies are the Sam Raimi films with Tobey Maguire, and my favorite TV shows were Spider-Man the Animated Series and Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm not really a superhero fanatic, but when it comes to Spider-Man, I could go on all freaking day about the character. Spider-Man is such a unique superhero. He doesn't need flight or super strength or super speed to be awesome. His web swinging, web shooters, and spider sense are enough, you know? Spider-Man is such a unique superhero, and that's why I love him. And after seeing Spider-Man No Way Home back in December, it makes me want to see Spider-Man 4 and The Amazing Spider-Man 3 even more. Because, especially Andrew Garfield, he got a lot of redemption, and I have a newfound respect for Garfield now. So I hope that answers your question, Sonic King Zero. There are indeed other franchises that I love aside from SpongeBob, Thomas, and Jurassic Park / World. Our next question is a question that a few people asked, but SASHA the CARNOTAURUS was the first to ask, and the question is, what's your favorite food? A pretty simple question, so I'll give you a simple answer. I love spaghetti. I don't know if it's the Italian in me because my mom was Italian, but I just love spaghetti. I am a huge spaghetti person, and my family is a huge spaghetti family. Now, when I eat spaghetti, I'm not like an ordinary person. I don't put sauce or meatballs or cheese on my spaghetti. Instead, I put butter and salt on it, and that's it. And the result? Really good. I love spaghetti with butter and salt. And basically, it's not just spaghetti. I like any kind of pasta, but spaghetti has to be my favorite. So yeah, that's my favorite food. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3 is from JOSHUAZILLA the Apex Dinosaur, and the question is, when do you plan on seeing Jurassic World Dominion? I plan on seeing it the day it comes out. I'm gonna see it with my brother and a couple of my friends. Oh, and that reminds me, SpongeMatt if you're watching this, June 10th. Just a reminder. But yeah, I am really excited to see Jurassic World Dominion when it comes out on June 10th. Though it wasn't always the case. Let me go on a little explanation about that. After how poorly Fallen Kingdom was received, I had little to no confidence in Dominion. One of the major issues with Fallen Kingdom is that it was trying way too hard to be epic, and it just turned out to be a big mess in my opinion. And after seeing how poorly that film did, I had no faith in Dominion. I thought it was going to fall down the same route as Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. At that point, the only reason I was seeing Dominion was because my brother wanted to see it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered. But after seeing the first trailer for Dominion and seeing what the Giganotosaurus can do, I'm actually really excited for it. I want to see how Jurassic World Dominion will play out. I mean, we've got the return of Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant. Dr. Malcolm gets a much bigger role than what he did in Fallen Kingdom, and I just can't wait to see it. I just hope it ends up being the No Way Home of the Jurassic franchise. That's what I want from it. But I think the chances of that happening are slim to none, so I'm not going to keep my hopes up too high, but I have high hopes for this movie. I just hope it's an improvement from Fallen Kingdom. Our fourth question of the day is from Jurassic Master Extinction, and it asks, which of the 3 hybrid dinosaurs is your favorite? Indominus Rex, Indoraptor, or Scorpius Rex? First of all, you missed a hybrid. And second of all, out of the 3, I would have to say the Scorpius Rex, simply because of how outlandish the creature is. I always thought the Indominus Rex was kind of, a generic hybrid. It kind of looked like a creature that could have existed in real life, and it didn't really unnerve me that well. The Indoraptor was a little bit better, but it still felt like something that could have existed in real life. Maybe because it looked more like an actual dinosaur than it did a freak of nature. Scorpius Rex, on the other hand, is the perfect example of an abomination of mankind. It looks so ugly, so deformed, and so outlandish. That's why I love this creature so much. The roar is absolutely terrifying, and I love how everyone has to cover their ears because the roar is so ear-piercing loud. The Scorpius Rex is just a badass creature, and absolutely terrifying. In fact, I have nightmares about it to this day. And the fact that very little is known about this creature makes it all the more terrifying. We know more about the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor than we do about this creature. So yeah, out of all the hybrids, my favorite one is the Scorpius Rex. Our final question for the day is from Spike the Allosaurus, and it asks, what's your goal that you want to reach in the future? One goal that I have, aside from reaching 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, is to make my own film one day. I don't mean a film like what Thomas and the Multiverse was. I mean an actual film that gets a theatrical release. I have always been fascinated with the movie industry. Hell, I even took video classes back in middle school and high school because I was just so passionate about film. I even want to get a college education learning more about the field. I especially love animated films and how they work because animated films allow you more room for creativity than live action films do. Hell, I've sometimes dreamed of becoming an animator one day, as well as a voice actor for animation. Maybe I'll appear in a live action movie or two, but that's about it, And if my animation goal doesn't work, maybe I could become a video game developer and start developing video games. Or maybe even play video games for a living, be like a video game tester or something, or be like a pro gamer on YouTube. That's like my ultimate goal on YouTube, to become a gaming channel mainly. But yeah, those are my goals for the future, and I hope that answers your question, Spike. Now, I know I said I was only going to answer 5 questions in this video, but this question I could not pass up. So here's a bonus question from Lemmy Videos 6729, and it asks, what was your favorite story arc in your series? My favorite story arc would have to be from the Nightmare Engines. More specifically, Father Ed. For Nightmare Thomas, I feel like his story is complete, because he chose evil over good, and that eventually led to his downfall with Timothy and Unique Guy 24. Father Ed, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. His story is only beginning. For Thomas and the Multiverse 2, I wanted to expand more on Father Ed's story, whether it's his backstory or his future story. I wanted to kind of allow Father Ed to grow as a character, that he's more than just a villain. He's just a troubled version of Edward who's gone through tough trauma in his life. Whether it's the death of his world's Henry and Thomas, or his spot being taken over by Nia. Now, I probably won't be making Thomas and the Multiverse 2 for quite a while, because that would take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and right now I'm trying to focus on being a dino tuber at the moment, but maybe sometime in the future I'll make a Father Ed video where he basically grows as a character. I'm not gonna fully say what he does, because that would be spoiling his character, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot more to Father Ed than meets the eye. I can promise you that. And that's gonna have to wrap it up for Q&A 4. If your question didn't make it to this Q&A, don't worry, it will definitely make the next one. But if you ended up enjoying this video and want to see more Q&As, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. So long!